I'm digging you, scoping your style from across the room, man. I think that I like you, girl. You might be the one for me. I like the way you move your body, girl, when you're dancing and looking at me. I think that you're the one for me. Is there just something about you that is making me crazy? Don't even know you, but you could be my lady. You got it going on. There's just one thing wrong. I wanna be with you. You're a heartbreaker. 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 Something about you that is making me crazy. Don't even know you, but you could be my lady. You're a heartbreaker. You're a heartbreaker. You're a heartbreaker. You're a heartbreaker. I wanna know your name and number. Where are you from, man? What are you looking for? 'Cause I think you're the one for me. Oh, yeah. I need to know if you are feeling me like I'm feeling you. 'Cause I swear you're the one for me. Is there just something about you that is making me crazy? Don't even know you, but you could be my lady. You got it going on. I wanna be with you, with your heartbreaker. You're a heartbreaker. You're a heartbreaker. You're a heartbreaker. Heartbreaker. You're a heartbreaker. You're a heartbreaker. You're a heartbreaker. Something about you that is making me crazy. Don't even know you, but you could be my lady. You're a heartbreaker. You're a heartbreaker. You're a heartbreaker. You're a heartbreaker. Girl, I see you looking fly in the club, and I'm trying to figure out what's up. Girl, you're everything a man can need. Trying to make you everything to me. Cute face with a smile, that's you. Body rocking with the style, that's you. Want you to know it's true. I wanna be with you, but you're a heartbreaker. 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 You're a heartbreaker. You're a heartbreaker. You're a heartbreaker. Heartbreaker. You're a heartbreaker. You're a heartbreaker. You're a heartbreaker. Something about you that is making me crazy. Don't even know you, but you could be my lady. You're a heartbreaker. 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 Heartbreaker. You're a heartbreaker. You're a heartbreaker. You're a heartbreaker. Something about you that is making me crazy. Don't even know you, but you could be my lady. You're a heartbreaker. You're a heartbreaker. You're a heartbreaker. You're a heartbreaker.
BOSS Radio, Southside Bosses, its owners and associates take no responsibility for the opinions or statements made by the talk show host or their guests. Statements or show topics are not necessarily the beliefs of the site or the radio station, and opinions between talk show hosts may conflict. This site does not endorse anything as the truth. That you will have to judge for yourself. But we try to speak the truth on the owner's behalf and reserve the right to question the supposed truth. In this time of misinformation, government-controlled media, and government corruption, it is sometimes hard to get to the truth, but we must try. It is not our intention to libel, discriminate, make hate, or annoy anyone. We believe that it is our constitutional First Amendment right of free speech to voice our opinions and our duty to the Constitution and country to expose the truth. This site takes no responsibility for the opinions of others and the postings of comments in chat rooms or forum posts.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on, everybody? This is your boy, Mr. E, boss of the Southside Bosses, here on What Would You Do podcast on BOS Says Radio, and I'm joined here by my lovely co-host, Miss E Squared in the building.
What's up? How y'all doing?
We got two guests in the building for tonight. We're gonna go ahead and let them introduce themselves. How you doing this evening? It's nighttime now.
Yeah, it's dark outside.
Hello, everyone. It's Chewy.
What's up, Chewy?
Already, Chewy was good with you, man.
Just living the dream, one nightmare at a time.
I hear you on that.
Exactly.
Nightmare at a time.
Yes.
God. That's another show, right?
Already, who else we got on the microphone? Where she at?
You got more XO, Connie. My XO radio with the lips.
That's what's up. That's what's up. The
I
other,
could say puppy pads, but that would be inappropriate. I'm sorry.
we just talked about this, Connie. Already, everybody, you already know what we do on What Would You Do podcast. We come up with a great scenario and find out exactly what everybody would do, and you know we just be cracking up. So if you want to join in, all you got to do is hit us up on that chat on on Spreaker.com/user/MR_E, or just go to SBCmovement.com. You can also find us on your favorite streaming service: Spotify, iHeart, iTunes, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Deezer, and more. So make sure you go ahead and follow us and like us, subscribe to us, and make sure you share us to all your family and friends. That way they can crack up the two. You know, this is something that definitely a good work day podcast for you all. Keep your focus on it, but at the same time, keep it cracking the hell up. Well, tonight we got a great topic for y'all, and we ain't gonna make it restrictive. We ain't just sticking to just one thing, because everybody got that one thing that they look at their significant other, their spouse or whatever, and be like, you nasty mother. Anyways, tonight we're going to talk about you finally getting your crush back to your place. You've been having a crush on this person for the longest, and you finally got a first date out of them, and they decided to join you back at your place. Now you start to get naked, but soon as they pop those shoes off, for some reason something just don't seem right. So you make your way slickly over there to the wall and hit that little switch over there to cut them lights on. But what you see is detrimental. Look like this this person has been running with the gorillas.
Gnarly.
And I mean, their feet is jacked up. Now this is your first date. If this was your significant other, do you see yourself being in a position you are in now with them, if that was the case?
That's a deal breaker.
Nah, I think it is.
I think it's a deal breaker.
Deal breaker.
But that's why they invented socks, guys, okay?
Hey.
No, it's a deal breaker for me, too. I mean, go with me to get a buddy
Socks
or
or no
something.
socks. It ain't happening.
Yes. If you don't have pretty feet or pretty teeth, bro, you got to come with something else. I'm just saying.
And it got to be something a pedicure can fix.
Right.
If it ain't nothing a pedicure can fix, I'm
Being all
sorry.
twisted and crazy and
Yeah.
stuff.
All right, so
No, I'm good.
being superficial, yeah, it's a deal breaker.
I mean, think about it. Y'all seen the movie Boomerang? With Eddie Murphy,
Yes.
all them, and you remember that chick he knocked off in the beginning of the movie, and she was knocked out. Yeah,
Yeah.
The loving was good, but when he drew the muffin covers back, it wasn't good enough to stay in that bed, boy. Lord, I swear that was like a whole ear of corn down there in the bed,
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah, but you know what's bad is there's women that go to the spa and they have toenails added to their toenails, like they do fingernails,
Yes.
make them longer
Yes.
to the toenails in the summer. But then they're wearing sandals and the damn toenails go hang over the edge of the sandal. But here's the real kicker. The soles of their feet are cracked and thick. They have to put paper down to shave that stuff off, but you want these extra long toenails. What are you, sniffing coke off your feet or something?
Nah,
I mean, I'm confused here.
They pretty much screaming, "Look at my horrible, horrible feet, man!" Because
Right.
I'm saying,
You're bringing attention to.
right, it's like putting lipstick on an orangutan. They're
That's
just
cute.
not going to
I was
make it
about to
pretty.
say that's
I keep forgetting.
I love
Like, never
monkeys,
mind.
so I mean, I'm
Yeah,
just
look.
saying.
Never.
No.
So, Chewy, that's a deal breaker for you?
Yeah, no, you can't. No, you can't. We bust off them socks and your feet look like vulture feet. No,
I tell you,
no. Like, whoa.
The pterodactyl feet, is it the nails?
Yeah.
Okay, so like Connie said, what if she has them claws? Because like she said, they do go.
Well, now, some women, when they get their feet done, they actually look kind of cute.
Okay.
But when you're adding on, when you're adding on like 6 inches worth of nails, no,
Yeah.
we ain't trying to go.
No, exactly.
Nah, man.
I don't even like 6-inch fingernails, man.
We ain't in Alaska, ain't no need for that.
Exactly, right?
No.
Feel like you trying to go climb a tree somewhere.
Yeah.
That's why.
He's about to cut ribbons and stuff with the nails.
Oh yeah, we got a chore for you.
Hey, that's Edwina Scissor Feet right there.
Right,
man.
wow.
For real.
That's definitely
No,
a
they
deal
gotta have some nice feet. But then you run into those people that keep socks on all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Them ones I'd be
keep
scared
socks
of.
on, and it's like, well, there's a clue.
Oh, well, here's a good question then. Do you consider having socks on all the time when you got jacked up feet the same as putting on makeup when you know your face jacked up?
Well, who in the hell?
I don't wear makeup, so I don't know. I can't tell you on that one.
I don't know. I wear socks all the time. But I ain't got pretty feet like I did 20, 30 years ago. I ain't gonna lie.
Right.
I wear work boots all the time. They're like, do it.
Okay, we're not saying. Well, I mean, I'm just saying.
I mean, if it's your crush, well, yeah.
It's
if
your crush.
You ain't gonna be one night stand then.
Right. So you got to figure, okay, how am I going to do this situation?
Because there's supposed to be a second date.
Right.
That's what we. Are you looking forward to that second date?
Well, I mean,
And what would be the second date?
I want to say like I may not kick her out of bed for eating crackers, but you take those socks off and pterodactyl feet pop out. Yeah, you know what?
You can have the bed
I tell you what, go ahead and take the saltines with you.
and take the mattress with you too.
He said take the saltines with you. She's going to be like, but where are we going? Look,
Like,
where are we going?
We ain't no we. We ain't going nowhere.
Okay, so now I know. First, I'm gonna ask: as women, if a man takes you on a second date to go get a pedicure, manicure, that's something that you wouldn't think twice about, right? You
I'd
think
be
that's
right there.
You'd be right there.
I
But
think that's sexy.
Me too. That is so sad. And especially if he joined. That's
Well,
even
that's what I'm
sexier.
talking about. Yeah, as a couple, you go. Sure,
Yep.
that's sexy.
now I don't know how Roland feels on that, but I go if it's a date that she plans out. I go, but I'm gonna have questions like we did the first time. I had to ask. What you trying to say?
Well, it's a clue though.
Don't clue me. Don't hit me. Tell
On a
me.
second date.
No, cause see, you got me walking around with sandals on and shit, and you ain't telling me.
That's how y'all would look at it?
That's how I would look at it.
Exactly.
We're gonna go get a pedicure.
What you doing?
Like,
What you?
why?
Exactly. I mean,
Well,
I go,
should
but
get manicures and pedicures,
Right.
no matter
no,
what their job
that's not.
position is.
It's not the issue of going to get up. It's the second date after the first night.
That's
I
like
need
me
to
saying-
know
that's
what
like me
are you
saying,
thinking.
Like we're gonna go get a Brazilian.
Right. Right.
We're gonna get a Brazilian because somebody ain't using weed whacker in a minute. So we're gonna go handle this before we go any
Are you going to
further.
get bikini wax?
Right.
Anyway,
Especially
yeah.
after the first date. Okay, I can see why you
it's
looking
the
like
same,
that.
Same thing.
I'm just saying.
Hey,
This
that
again,
ain't a
like
hint.
we
That's a
do
clue.
normally on other shows, Ms. Erica, you already know. It's
Hey.
about communication. Ask her if she shaves the ship.
Exactly. But, I mean, it's your first night, your crush anyway, so that's when you're really going to be really paying attention.
All I'm saying is, if she had a crush on me like I had a crush on her, and she knew I was coming over, you should have shaved.
You should have been ready.
You should have shaved.
You should have.
I'm just saying.
Well, she should shave, but you should too.
Exactly.
Hey, if that's what
That's a
they.
two-way street.
Okay.
Again, like Connie said, that's where that
How many
communication
men
comes
think
in.
they shouldn't shave? I'll tell you
Well, that's the
this
thing.
one
That's
that doesn't do.
not a stigma in the men's community. In
Oh,
the women's
hell,
community,
it is
y'all got
stigma.
designs. Y'all got designs.
So
Let me
then-
go. Let me go get a
so then-
landing
You know
strip.
what the
Let me go
stigma
get an
is? You know
upside
what the
down
stigma is?
pyramid. Let me go. Let me go get that little trail for my belly button shaved off. I'm just saying that y'all have conversations.
Y'all can do the same thing.
See, when we have them conversations, there's always a man. The man is horrible because he didn't shave. Just say you like shaved balls. Then we may accommodate you, but we may not. I'm just saying we don't like razors
Tip him in
side.
some Nair. It'll take it off.
Right. So why is
Yes,
it that a female
if you
has to
don't take
get
care
waxed
of.
or shaved?
She don't have to do
Well,
anything. She don't have to do a motherfucking thing. Y'all choose. That is y'all thing.
because if her crush, if that's what he likes,
Okay.
I'm just saying, I'm cool with the 70s disco, you know.
Rich real talk. No.
Whoa.
When I started working in fire, that's when this one knew it was time to shave down every day, if not twice in the summer.
Hey.
Your ass smells.
Right,
And that
men
means
as
men's
well.
asses smell too.
I don't know. I like bathing, so. But you do. But I'm just saying. But you also have.
Just hey, it has this odor hanging in the hair.
I don't know what kind of man.
saying.
I don't know what kind of man you're dealing with. I agree right with you, Connie.
You like being clean.
Nah, that part.
I'm just saying, unless you immediately jump out of the shower, but if you're buzzing around through the day, maybe a couple hours or something like that, check yourself.
Okay,
You smell.
I will say this. If y'all want a man that shaves, all y'all have to do is go to these swimming meets. If we go to the Brazilian wax place, watch and sit outside waiting for a woman that we know shaved to come out, that's creepy. That's pervert vibes.
Why would you do that then?
Yeah, but not if it's your
Why?
It's your crush.
Even if it's your crush, you got pervert vibes waiting outside of a Brazilian wax place waiting for her to come out to see if she gets wet.
You go and take it.
No, I ain't saying if I'm taking it. I'm saying I want to find me a chick that I know get a wax. So let me go to this Brazilian wax and chill in the parking lot and holler at everybody that come out. Yeah, that's
doing
creepy.
that? Okay, yeah.
But if you want, you can go to a swim meet and holler at a swimmer and get you a man that shaved, and it wouldn't be creepy.
That's because we know that they all shave.
And we know they all shave at the Brazilian wax place.
But
We know
you're at a
bodybuilders
swim
shave
meet.
too, but still.
Exactly. And if you want to go get somebody shaved, y'all got places y'all can go, and nobody would even think twice about it. But
if my crush, if we're hooking up, and if you get mad at me for my feet, and I'm trying to tell you something about the jungle and the forest, and you choking me out and I'm strangling, I'm sitting there like a cat.
I'm saying now I gotta go buy extra bandages because I'm scarred up on my ankles.
Hey,
I'm just saying.
you take care of that, and I will take care of the talons.
So on I guess the flip side of that coin is underarm hair.
Shave it off. Shave it off. The females shave that underarm hair off. It's natural for a man to have chest hair and underarm hair, or the beard and mustache. But when you see females with that,
Especially the mustache.
Oh, listen, in the UK, they're all about hairy armpits.
they are. But we're in America on the West. We're Westerners, and so it's been ingrained in us. Whether it's right or wrong. To me, I just look at it as hygiene because I've seen some females that got more hair under their arm than I do on my head, and they not musty. And then I've been on the flip side where it's like, okay, bro, what is that smell? And they just barely lifting their arm up.
Now, there are some people that do have... Erica, what is that called where some people have that thing about them where they always have body odor no matter what they do? I can't think of the name of that stuff.
I know halitosis in the mouth.
That's halitosis in the mouth. It's just regular body odor.
Like
I'm talking about in their body, just their whole body, like their armpits.
It could be on what they're eating as well. It's some type of
medical.
Yeah, it's a medical form. It's a medical word or something where you have a strong body odor.
Yeah, no matter what you do, it don't get rid of it.
Right.
Basically, they got that too. Maybe we should make a checklist for those out there.
Trimethylaminuria.
Yeah.
Trimethylaminuria.
That's something to do with the cells or something. What is it?
It is described as smelling like rotten fish, rotting eggs, garbage, or urine.
Oh, that's gross.
Dang.
Right.
Yeah. God.
And you got that in your body?
Ew, wow.
Yeah, no matter what these people do, they always carry the smell. Like they could just step out of the shower and say 5-10 minutes later, they smell like they ain't had a bath in months.
Right. Wow. Now, there are some cultures, you also have to look at the cultures on the foods that people eat. You know, and
Indian food,
oh my God. Asian food. I'm not talking about anybody. I'm not disrespecting anybody.
I am.
But
that's
some
just
people,
horrible.
they just have a natural smell.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like Connie just said. You could see them, or you could be with them. They just took a shower. And it's like
that's definitely a deal breaker.
That
because of their natural body odor.
You need to eat salads for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
Some people can't do that because they got irritable bowel syndrome.
Bath and Body Works.
Bath and Body Works. Chewy say he finna go to Bath and Body Works now.
That's gonna be every date.
Right.
That's gonna be every date. Well, we always starting off here.
Body spray, the soap, shampoo.
We get some supplies, baby. We get some supplies.
Beauty care.
Would you be offended if you took a female out to dinner and she knew she was going to dinner and she really didn't need anything?
No.
Say that again.
Oh, hell no. I think a man should like a woman that can just chow down.
Hold on. Connie, ask that again.
What was the question?
Huh?
What was the question?
The question was, do you feel offended if you know you're taking your date and she knows as well that you're going to go out to eat, but she just really don't eat?
Hell yeah.
I would be offended if she ordered something and didn't throw it away. You better take that shit home to your kids.
You ain't even better. Hey,
I don't mind.
I bet you I won't take you again because if you weren't hungry, you should have said something. We could have went to the park, the movies, something.
That's how I feel about it. Quit acting all prissy and dainty, girl. Get into that.
I don't know.
Get the figures in them burritos.
Exactly.
I don't know. Cause me personally, I don't like eating when I go out. I drink. So it's been plenty of times I'll take somebody out on a date and they eat and I just drink. And
I'm talking about if you take them out to eat and they just kind of like don't really get anything.
If they don't get nothing, that's cool. I didn't spend no money.
Right.
I didn't spend no money. We're still spending time.
Are you really spending time though? Because that's
if she ain't eating, she better be talking.
Starving.
Mouth better be moving.
I don't know. If I tell you, she better be eating.
Right.
That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
going to tell you something I did years ago, and this is so funny. It just dawned on me. This guy. I mean, this is long time ago. Says, "Oh, hey, you know, I want to take you out to dinner." I'm like, "Yeah, okay." You know, I had known him for a couple of years, and I said, "Okay." He says, "Well, just, you know," I said, "What kind of situation is it? Dressy, jeans? I mean, whatever." And he goes, "No," he goes, "Dress up." And I said, "Okay." So I get in the car, and he goes, "Well, where do you want to go eat?" That's where I told him.
Home.
You ready?
Home.
No, he picked me up from home.
Oh,
no, I told him White Castle.
Allah.
He went to White Castle all dressed up.
Allah.
See, he better than I am. Because if he told me to dress up, that means I'm already thinking you already know where you're going to take me. So if you get to my house, tell me to dress a certain way, and then get me in the car and talk about where we going. Oh, we're about to go to the Republic of Texas. That's where we're going.
No, this is the thing. He probably had somewhere where we was going. You had to know this guy. He just was being nice. Like, well, where do you want to go?
No, you can't be nice on a date.
Don't be nice.
Man, stop doing that shit.
Right.
It's an actual date.
You take charge.
He said White Castle, and I said, yeah, I ain't had him in a long time. I'm just hungry for him. He thought it was funny as hell.
Man, let me tell y'all something. It's better for you to take her to a restaurant she don't like than to have her pick the restaurant, because now you just ain't taking charge and she's going to lose interest.
And she's going to get the most expensive restaurant.
It is. I'm just for the most part.
This dude was like a 5-star guy, you know, where they do everything and wipe your mouth for you, you know. That's how he was.
Oh, wow.
Then why did he ask you, why did he tell you to get dressed or whatever? He should have just asked you ahead of time and said, hey, where do you want to go?
Because if you're White Castle, that's
I didn't get into all that. I was just like, all right, you know, I'm good with it. And then when I got in the car, he's like, well, where do you want to go? You know, like question, you know, it was the emphasis in his voice, like, well, where would you want to go? You know, like that. Right. And I said, let's go to White Castle. I haven't been there, so we went into White Castle all dressed up. It was so funny. People were looking at us.
Like y'all coming from the prom.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I get it. That's cute, y'all, but I don't know.
All I'm saying is, lately,
the Landry. or the Republic of Texas, come at me that way. Ask me where I want to go.
Like I don't all the time.
Yes, saltwater grass. Yes.
Oh man.
But anyway, it was fun anyway. You know, it was fun.
Did he have jacked up feet?
I don't know. It wasn't like that.
Didn't go that far.
Now listen, I've dated several men in my life, but it wasn't about playing horizontal mambo on the couch. So, you know, we just enjoyed each other's conversation and company.
Oh,
and that was it.
Nice, old school.
Right.
Yeah. Maybe something you wouldn't understand it.
No, you're right. You're right.
These youngins, they don't understand nowadays.
Hey, I'm like Kevin Gates, man. I think with my dick, my shit's dumb.
One day you'll grow up and
she
get
said
out
casual
of
conversation, like talking about them feet.
Right. let me casually bring up them corns I saw the other night.
You better get your feet off my back.
Right.
I think you should. I mean, those are opening questions.
Your ass on porn.com.
Those are important questions that you want to know, especially if you really like this person and you want a second, third, fourth, fifth date. That's stuff that you want to know.
How about this? I'm going to use the first date as a segue. So there you are, both of y'all in the bed, butt naked or not, doesn't matter. It's totally irrelevant. So, do you have your feet hanging off the edge of the bed, or is there a legitimate fear for having your feet pulled up on the bed?
My feet are on the bed under the covers.
It depends.
You and get my feet.
It depends.
You already know the monster under the bed.
The lights have got to be off?
Right. I'm taking the lights are off. My feet are wrapped in the covers. Ain't nothing finna get me from under the bed, and if you wonder why I'm wrapped like a burrito, we'll talk about that later. You'll be alright.
No, my feet hanging off the edge of the bed.
It depends on where I'm at. It depends on where I'm at, and it depends on how many times I've been there. If I'm in the hood, my feet is always hanging off the bed because I'm getting ready to go. I'm getting ready to go. But if I'm in like a place I ain't got to worry about, and I've been there before, and I'm cool, then I wrap up in the bed with them. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, socks may stay on depending on how long I've been over there, how many times I've been on there. Because
hopefully your drawers do too.
It depends. It depends. Why am I over here? Because I may have just came in some sweatpants. You know what I'm saying?
That brings up a good question. Do you think if a female asks you into her house, say on the first or second date, that's to have sex? Do you just assume that?
I don't assume. I won't assume that. I'm getting to that during the date. I'm going to understand what the capacity is. That way I know why she's inviting me in after the date. Because I'm not going on the first date with the plan to go in her house.
Because it could be we're going to play some Super Mario.
Exactly.
Right. We're going to do this old school.
That's just like a meme I put up on Facebook the other day. The girl was like, do you like toys in the bed? I'm like, man, I wish you would have. I'm glad you asked. He pulled out the Hot Wheels.
and had a racetrack and had it on the
ass and shit. I thought you never asked. She mad as hell.
And he running racetrack.
Cars roll good.
I'm just saying.
Can I tell him my first line?
Oh yeah.
Okay, now Connie, listen to this. Listen to your best friend. Okay, so it was funny because yes, I'm getting all personal and maybe TMI, but the first time he came over to the house, my back, you already know I got back issues. So we were watching TV or whatever. And then he started to do my back. And what did you say? You was all like, is this all that I'm coming over here for?
You're just cold bastard.
I was all like, it almost kind of killed the mood, but I'm glad he asked because I was all like, what? yeah, I mean, you're getting my back. Is it supposed to be something more?
Right. To be fair, I gotta explain why I asked that. When she told me where she lived,
waste your time over here.
No. I thought I wasn't wasting. When she told me she lived in the Bluff, I'm not thinking the right side of Flower Bluff. I'm thinking the left side, the bad side. So if it was over there, oh yeah, I know what's going down tonight. But I come into this nice suburban neighborhood and stuff, I'm like, damn, I don't belong over here. My car don't even look like it fits over here. I don't know what's going on over here. You know what I'm saying?
He cracked me up, and I was like, Okay. Appreciate you for asking.
I felt like I had to be respectable then, you know?
Appreciate you asking, but you know where the front door is.
Right, because you should already know what's up. I'm just saying,
Hot mess.
you should know before you got here what was popping. But okay.
I'm gonna say this. I'm glad that day she decided to wear sandals because
Ain't no crackers up in here.
I have a foot fetish. I have a major foot fetish, so I'm glad that first day she did have on sandals. That's right. Because me,
You have your socks on too?
Nah,
No, I have them off. He's seen the toe.
Brave.
Shit, I'm glad I ain't never showed you my feet, boy.
He's seen the feet. He's
Brave.
seen the feet.
I got pretty feet.
I got pretty feet when they're done. I ain't even about to lie. When they're all manicured and pedicured and
Well, yeah, but that's
got
a given
polish on.
because you paid to have them looking good.
Right.
Exactly.
But
I'm
on any
maintaining.
given day,
Yeah,
you
but I
got pretty
sometimes
feet.
do my
Look at 'em.
own too.
Are they pretty
I mean,
now?
it just depends on what
Prettier
I'm
than
doing.
mine.
right. I hear that.
But I don't put nail extensions on my feet.
Oh no, I've never done. I don't even like the fingernail extensions. So why would I put them on my toenails?
That is the most ghettoest thing
I think
ever.
that's a very ghetto.
That's
Yeah, me
very
too.
ghetto. I'm sorry. Cause I can just imagine. Because to me, when I'm in bed, I'm putting a toy in my mouth if I can fit one in there. I can't fit that thing in there.
All y'all like this. I be trying to spray my toes.
Hey, but between us here, it ain't a toe I'm trying to get in my mouth.
Hey, that's why I need to heavily inspect that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I don't just go around sticking toes.
Oh, man.
That's why you got peanut butter.
I be inspecting. I'm serious.
Like I said,
Chocolate, honey, whipped cream.
You feel me? That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Throwing a little bit of peanut butter whiskey, it's a game.
Real tight. Real tight.
Yeah, ain't no toe I'm trying to get in my mouth.
I'm trying.
Best believe that.
Right. I usually don't put feet in my mouth, but this whipped cream delicious.
And I don't even know Roland, but these are the two guys, Erica, that probably have woke up next to a woman, as the old saying used to be, and want to chew their arm off so they could leave.
Right. Exactly. So y'all just bagging and tagging like that?
There's maybe been one or two.
Right.
Look, two. I don't want to put her out there on blast.
If anybody tell you, I'm gonna tell you they'll lie.
Right.
Some gnarly chick walks by and goes, "Oh, hey," and he's like, "Oh, hell no, I don't know her."
Already, exactly.
Nope.
And then be texting her, "Don't speak to me in public."
That made me
He
think
don't
about
want you to know where he been.
that made me think about that meme with Rihanna where the dude like, man, I wanna lick something out of your ass, and she looking like, nigga, what? And then the next picture of her is like, nigga, go get it.
She's like, okay, let's go get it. Let's see.
And now she's pregnant.
Right. I ain't mad at her.
All over the A.
Get it, girl.
Man. You know what though?
He must have slipped the A and hit it in the P.
You don't work back to front though.
Right.
You sure don't.
No.
You don't.
Well, some people do because they
yeah,
don't understand you can't do that.
That's a rookie mistake.
And them the same young generation that do ass to mouth.
Yes.
I'm
They
sorry.
have- what is it?
Are you
Centipede.
kidding?
Yeah,
The
no.
millennials do that?
That's a
so
thing.
Nasty.
Yeah, they call it ATM, only they not cashing in.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's what that means?
Ass to mouth, yeah.
That's the mouth, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, ATM.
You never go ass to mouth.
Always
No,
front
go
to back.
ask
Front to
them.
back.
Right.
Just like you're wiping. Front to
Once you get there, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
it's
shit.
in the line at that point.
Right. if you don't think she ready, use the toy.
My goodness.
There's a lot of men that are intimidated by toys, though.
Brad, can I be on it? Never mind.
You can. You can. I just don't touch dildos. I won't touch it. I got one of my own. What the fuck I need to touch another one for?
It's a toy.
Beads? I'll play with that toy.
Okay, so do you like pack a little baggie or a bag together when you leave? I mean,
You-
what do you
ooh.
do?
No. I use her shit.
Why are men intimidated by the toys, though? That's what I'm saying.
We're not intimidated by.
I guess because it's the sensation is different. Like we talked that one night, the sensation is different, and maybe if they're not really used to each other and they don't have that conversation about what works for you and what works for him, and not all people are the same. I mean, hello world. And they just feel like it's really not being productive. They feel intimidated because the female usually says, "Okay, well, here, let's pull the chainsaw out. This will work." You know.
Well, what if you get a toy that's bigger than him? Or what if you already have a toy that's
pretty daggum small?
Hey, all I'm saying is, I ain't intimidated. It ain't happening. That's all. I just it's certain, but it's certain toys. It's because I'm not holding another dick. I've been holding.
It's a toy.
It's a toy.
That's a toy dick.
But see, that was like one of the questions that you had asked before about like a threesome and stuff. If you don't want to have an open relationship and you want to try different things, why can't that be your third person? Why can't you fantasize or do whatever?
How am I gonna fantasize of another penis in my girl?
If you gotta fantasize, then you with the wrong person.
Thank you. Role playing is different. Fantasizing about using a toy
if you gotta fantasize, man, the game is weak.
Exactly.
You with the wrong person.
No, because what if you're?
I have far more respect for a female that goes to the toy shelf than I do out here dropping it every other day on something new.
No. I agree with that. That's not what we're saying, though. We're talking about the man playing with toy.
I know what you're talking about.
If the man has to play with a toy and imagine and use his imagination with that toy, that is.
What if it was a female?
You need medical.
Yeah. Of course. If you got
toys for men.
I was about to say, what if it's a female? For the male.
You don't understand. Y'all are the toy.
But you want a threesome, so instead of having an actual person, what's wrong with doing the toy?
Y'all misunderstand what a threesome is. A threesome. No. Kind of hold on. Let me respond to this. We're not doing it because we want to fuck another girl. Most men wants to see our girl with another girl,
and most women don't want to see that.
And that's cool. That's cool. That's why they find another girl who will do it. Because actually, there are more girls out there that will have a threesome with another woman than there are with another man. That has already statistically been proven.
So why?
You know why? And you know psychologically why? Did you go read why?
Right.
All right. What is the psychological reason? Because no matter what the reason is,
handle seeing a woman getting tagged by another dude.
No, there's plenty of men out there that do that.
It's because statistically, those women that choose to be with other women is because they're either bisexual or lesbians themselves.
Okay. But that still proves my point. Yes, it do. Most men do not want to see another dick in their girl, but they will share a random girl with another dude. But they rather see their girl on another girl. Period.
Shoot, if you're going to watch two girls, you're going to watch me with some other dude. That's how I feel.
And that's what I'm talking about. And that's exactly why I said those dudes will go find a girl that will go with another girl. I'm not trying to talk y'all into it.
A woman can do 100 million things for her man in any aspect at all, and men will still go look for something else if they want
No. Y'all keep saying that about men. Men don't do that. Those are males who have never made it to manhood because they don't know how to deal as a man. They don't know how to be committed to one woman. So they go off and they do boyish shit like what we used to do in high school. What did we used to do in high school, Chewy? We used to play with other women, right? All types of girls. Why? Because we didn't have to be committed to none of the motherfuckers. But if a man wants to be committed to a woman, that man is going to be committed to that woman.
You kind of got me on that one because I had a crush.
I know a lot of guys that would tell
Little Honey in high school for the longest time, and No, if it wasn't just one particular person, I wasn't interested.
All right, so now fast forward to today. Is it the same or is it different?
What do you mean?
Are you still for one woman or are you ready to play the game?
Well, I'm with one woman now.
Is
It's time to grow up.
Do you
grow up
exactly? You have to grow up sooner or later.
In my culture, is to keep the belly full and the balls empty.
Then you good, and that's what keeps a man around. That's what keeps a man around. It ain't no.
Man ask a woman to do something and she that says she doesn't want to. Why do they have to keep bringing it back up again? What part of the in and the O didn't you hear the first time?
That sounds like a boy. He won't take no for. No, I'm telling you, that sounds like a boy who don't know how to take no for an answer. Because a real man is either going to accept a no. All men are going to accept that no. And they may go find a yes somewhere else.
It's just a level of respect that the guy has for the woman.
Exactly.
Or for the significant
What do you say?
He said it's the level of respect that a man has for that woman. That's all it depends on. And if that man don't respect her, he's going to treat her and he's going to act like a little boy while doing it. Point plain and simple.
So when did y'all grow up?
I don't know. I felt like I've been growing since 14. So.
I think it's different for every guy.
Exactly, right? Exactly.
Because, well, I don't know. Low-key, because I was dating this guy and who was like a millionaire. And just because he had the money, he was fine there. Just because he had the money, he had options any and everywhere and any type of female. And he would always tell me, I don't think we're going to last because of what I want and what I like.
And that's a man.
He kept telling me, you're not ready for me. You're not. And I was like, well, what are you talking about? And he was all like, because I want a wife and I want a girlfriend also. I was like, wait, what?
He was coming at you.
And he came, in other words.
Right. But no, he came at me real because it was like, I guess, like Will and Jada or whatever. And that's why I don't believe in open relationships. I mean, to each their own. If you can do it, then by all means do it. He wanted a wife, which would have been me. And then I would have picked not just a girlfriend, but a live-in girlfriend. Bro, I'm not about to have another woman living in my house. You know, and I get his little thinking, oh, whenever you don't feel like hooking up or whenever you don't feel like dealing with me, I'll go and deal with her. No, because you can't really take care of a house and home.
And now let me explain why that's a man. He gave you the option.
He did. And I'm thankful that he did.
Boys are never going to give you the option because they are afraid you'll say no.
Right.
Men are not afraid of that because they know they could go get it from anywhere. They just choosing to have it with you. And if you're not down, they'll move on.
I mean, he tried for
but women have the same option.
Yeah, never said you couldn't. Never said you didn't. Never said you didn't. All I'm saying is, I'm not holding a dildo nor having a threesome with a man. That's all I
said. I'm going to send you a congratulations card.
Send me a cookie while you at it.
Beads while I'm at it. He's going to go, what is it?
Right, exactly. He's going to be like, Erica, come open this.
Right,
no.
Exactly. I'm gonna put it right in her little drawer.
Send him the flower. What is it?
The rose.
The rose.
I can play with a rose. I use a rose on. I can use the rose on her all day long. I'm not picking up a dildo.
That's not about the rose. I just want to smell it. Just
right.
All right. Yeah.
Chewy is retarded. Chewy, just let me smell it. Just come here.
Come here. Let me smell it, Sarah. Let me smell that rose.
Oh, too funny. Too funny.
That's real.
Yeah, exactly.
So what is the one thing that you can't stand if somebody does in a relationship? Eric, you said something about that earlier.
Okay, well, I'm gonna let everybody else go first.
Chewy.
Oh, I gotta think about.
Yeah, I gotta think about that one.
Oh, okay. It's someone running their hands through my hair.
Really?
Yeah. If I don't know you, don't fucking touch me. It's that simple.
Okay, I see that. I don't like when people want to come up and do that.
I missed part of this, I think. If you're with your significant other, you don't like your hair touched?
Well, that's different because she knows me.
Right. Yeah, but she's saying your significant other. What's a pet peeve that
with
somebody
okay, I misunderstood the question. I'll pass while I think about it.
Okay, I go ahead and go first.
Okay.
I personally don't like hypocrisy. If you say you're about something, be completely about that. Don't compromise yourself. Don't put yourself in compromising positions, and just stand on what you believe in. And it's not a lot of that. It's not. You won't find out a lot here nowadays. That's why you have these girls out here that say they're in a relationship, say they love their man, and well, they'll be saying that while in the bed with another nigga.
That's what's up.
I'm
Wow.
gonna tell you what my pet peeve is somebody can't learn to flush the toilet after they shit.
Wait, what?
I don't know. I'm trying to save the water bill.
No.
I'm serious.
I hate when people put
that
it in
would really trip me up.
the toilet paper. When you know good and well you done went boo-boo or whatever, and the toilet paper, instead of flushing it, you throw it away.
Oh yeah, that's
In
nasty.
the
That's
trash
nasty,
can, yeah,
yes.
that makes my bathroom smell like a turd.
Yes, I've been to friends' house and stuff like that, and they do that. And I asked her, I was like, "Why are y'all doing that?" And I get it. Some
No, I
people
don't.
are saying because it can be a cultural thing, or it's because they're saving water.
And here's
go
another
flush the toilet
thing
in.
But
I
either way,
found
you
out
gotta
the
flush
hard
the
way.
toilet.
You gotta flush the toilet.
Before
Yeah.
I moved here, there was, I cannot remember the brand, which is probably best that I can't remember the brand, but that particular brand of toilet paper would clog my toilet up. It ain't because you used a lot.
Probably
I don't know
Scott's.
what, it was a certain type of toilet paper.
Now, I remember back in the day when I was little, and Grandmama used to tell us to, if we just pee, you know what I'm saying, in the toilet, you better wash your hands and come up out of there. Wipe yourself and wash your hands and come up out of there. She wouldn't let us. She wouldn't let us flush the toilet because it was just pee. You know, like I said, that was back in the day when I was little. So
Yeah, this wasn't that long, that long ago, that many years ago, but I forgot what toilet paper. And it's a well-known name toilet paper.
do you think it's Scott's?
I can't remember the name, but I know it wasn't, a generic type thing. It was a well-known name paper.
Right.
And I've had several people since then say, "Oh yeah, girl, you can't flush that stuff; it'll mess up your toilet."
Some people have said that, and just it's the same like with septic tanks.
I need to know what that is because I got some people I don't
didn't
like.
have it.
Sometimes you gotta add that.
I've never
That
lived with
powder,
a
right?
septic
That
tank like
that
that.
septic powder. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's true story. There's a certain, if I think of the brand, I'll text you and let you know. But I can't remember what this famous brand toilet paper was. But yeah, it jacked up my toilet.
Yeah,
really bad, but
we may need to find that out because there's some fellas out there. I'm pretty sure they look at the brand name whenever they go to a chick house, and fellas, I gotta be them red flags.
what are you gonna do? Bring your own toilet paper?
You damn right. I don't know if she used Charmin or not.
Hey, you know what? There's a shortage. 'Cause you remember how the shortage went with all the people
Oh,
buying up toilet
man.
paper? Oh my lord!
Wow, that's a pet peeve.
I got a pet peeve.
I think the pet peeve with me has got to be indecision.
Yes.
Indecisive, not knowing what you want.
Yeah.
You be mad at me then.
I'll be mad. I'm like, what? Either you taking the panties off or you ain't.
Right.
Ain't no
see,
black and white.
that's what I told
black
him.
and white,
Right.
no gray area.
Right, that's
They're
what
coming
I
off
told him.
or they ain't. What's it gonna
Maybe
be?
they're
you
just
don't get it or you
teasing you
don't.
and finding the pole.
One of my pet peeves is you see I'm doing something, especially I don't care if I'm on TikTok or if I'm on Facebook or whatever. I'm laughing and I'm joking and I'm showing you this and that. And then I guess it's not important to you or whatever. Or if I'm on the phone talking to somebody and you just start talking to me. And then you get upset if I'm not paying all my attention to you. Well, I'm already on the phone. So, I mean,
that's a good one.
can I at least get off the phone first before you bring something, whether it's important or it's not, and you just start talking to me or you give it to me? Because I'm telling you now, I'm not about to pay attention to you all the way. I'll look up and I'll acknowledge you and I'll be like, bro, I'm on the phone. And if you continue to keep talking, that's going to be on you.
Yeah, I don't like.
Don't do
people
that.
coming in and just
Don't
start
look
talking to me
because I got a good story to tell you. I got a good story you want. I got a real good story.
Which
I
one?
remember one day she was in the tub talking to her son on the phone. I come in there and I leave, and she like, "Why did you do that? You was on the phone. Don't do that next time."
No.
Yeah, that's exactly what you said.
Just like today. I'm sitting there.
Connie, all I'm gonna say is, Ding ding. 3 minutes. Come on.
That's just like today. I'm sitting here and I was laughing, and I was on the phone talking to my sister.
I didn't know you.
And he comes in here and he said, "Excuse me, I'm on the phone."
What was you doing with the phone?
I had the phone, and it was on.
It was showing what?
The screen was black.
No, it was not. It was on a video from TikTok. So I thought she was on the toilet watching TikTok.
Okay. We had 2.5 minutes. 2.5 minutes.
Anyway, I'm on the phone with my sister, and I'm sitting there laughing and joking, and he was all like, "Here, look at this."
Wasn't laughing
and then walked off. I was all like,
I wasn't trying to spell that shit.
Let me call you back, seeing as how I'm not talking to you, and he obviously wants me to look at this video. So I hung the phone up with my sister, and then I was all like, "Bro, seriously?" He was all like, "What?"
No, I was gone. Because I heard you say that to her, and I was like, "Oh, she was on the phone." Because I didn't know you was on the phone. Because I told you I was
left your phone.
I had told you before you got on the phone I was looking for this video.
Ding, ding, 1 minute. I'll ring the bell on my own self.
Back to the corners.
Exactly.
Is the bathroom door shut when you opened it, or was it?
No, it's not that kind of bathroom.
Yeah, the way the bathroom is made, it's just like if you had kids. Everybody, from the fur babies to the children, human babies, anybody can walk up in there. In the master bathroom, I don't have a door.
That's just how it was built.
Yeah, okay. You got the shower.
It's in the bathroom.
And the tub, and then you have the sink, and then back in the back is the closet.
To be honest, it's kind of set up like a prison cell. Because it has the toilet in the back and it's blocked off, so you can't see it.
Where else? That's because there's not a door.
That's cool, but most bathrooms you could be in the tub and see the toilet.
Yeah. I didn't want it that way.
No, I understand. I'm not complaining. I love it. I get to hide.
One time I didn't even know he was in there.
She finna come sit on me.
I didn't know.
Let me rephrase that. She finna come shit on me.
Yeah. I'm getting up and I'm all running.
And when she gotta go, she gotta go.
When I gotta go,
I have to hurry up and wipe and get off the toilet.
You almost got a surprise.
Right.
Yeah. Because I did not know. He was just so quiet. Normally he's in there with the laughing and what are you laughing at? What are you talking to? Yes, you do.
Don't be laughing.
This time, Connie,
those are
quiet, straight cricket. So I thought he was in the garage. So I get up out the bed and I'm sitting there. It's old dark 30. I get up out the bed and I'm sitting there. I was like, "Oh snap! What are you doing here?"
Almost shit on herself.
I'm using the bathroom. I was like, "What?" Right? I had to run out the room.
Now that's a pet peeve of mine.
And go into the hallway.
You see where I'm at? How you gonna ask me? Yeah. Are you asking me? I'm on my third turd or my fourth turd?
Indecision.
What?
You're shitting on the dude, or you're gonna get up and go to the other bathroom.
Exactly.
Shit or get off the pot,
Right.
Literally, shit or get off the pot.
Because something's gonna happen.
I had to run to the other bathroom.
That's funny.
My gosh. Cut it off and go.
Hey, I'm just saying. When you gotta go, you gotta go.
Gotta go right now.
All this because of jacked up feet.
You're trying to
right. I'm just saying.
Because think about it. Think about it. If she didn't have pretty feet that I could put in my mouth, then we wouldn't be in a situation having these conversations.
If he didn't have pretty teeth,
she wouldn't have almost shit on me that morning.
If you had other body parts in your mouth, we still wouldn't be having this conversation.
Right.
Got a point.
You worrying about the wrong thing.
I ain't putting those in my mouth.
Who? Yeah. Shit. You just got out the bathtub too? Shit.
Right. I'm just saying. I was all like,
I lift that pedicure real quick.
I was all like,
You're gonna be wondering why I left the extra 20 on your dresser with that $40. Like this, go get your feet redone.
Go get them toes done. Okay. Running, driving all happy to the spot.
Ain't them toes that's gonna be sore.
Where's them feet
Sure,
out.
he said it ain't them toes that's gonna be sore. You know what I'm saying? I just smell. Oh, this is a good
walk
one.
away with some sore breasts.
Right.
She ain't gonna walk away with no sore toes.
You can't do that with her though.
Oh,
She don't get no sore titties.
They can still feel.
Be sitting there, she be dead asleep. I think I'm playing with something. She don't even know I'm touching her right now. God damn.
Hey, I told you don't mess me while I'm asleep. It ain't gonna happen. They got some sensations. That's how you know they real.
Right. Flick it, ain't hurt you. Flick it. Here, come here, let me punch you like a punch bag.
Connie, if you could see these dudes, they're retarded. If you could see what they're flicking and what they're doing.
You gotta look at her flicking.
I'm trying to
Someone's getting aroused here.
It's just working for you, Baker. I'm tired. Shit.
Let me drop the elbow. Off the top rope. While you bullshit.
Oh my goodness.
Oh wow. Hey, I'm just saying. Oh shit. But nah, for real though, man. Like just I am a foot fetish guy, and I know there's plenty of other fetishes out there. Like if a person has, or just a fetish period, just if a person has a fetish, like I know people they got a horse fetish, and that sounds weird because you're thinking that means that they have a sex with horses. It's not really. That's not bestiality. What it is the man who has a horse fetish will go to this, I guess, a brothel where they would dress him in a horse costume, and the women get to play.
Oh,
with
I've
him.
seen that on HBO.
They get to play with him either with their little carrot feeding him, or with his carrot feeding them. However they want to do it, it's a fetish. And just imagine trying to talk to somebody and be like, "Hey, I don't know how freaky you are, but I like horses." What?
Actually, I mean, if you led that way, you'll be all like, "Oh yeah,"
Like that to them.
right? You'll be all like, hey, let's see where this goes." Connie, saddle up.
Yeah, honey, let's do it. Ride it, my pony.
That pony's gonna go to pasture. I am.
Oh my
There's some
goodness!
dude in a horse out.
Right, but on HBO they do
Yeah,
that.
they do that. It's in
seen
real
it.
life.
They even had the little hoofs that they put on their hands.
Yeah.
And it was so fascinating and dumb at the same time. But I kept watching it for almost 2 hours because I was all like, "Bro, seriously? They really
I
thought
can
they
see
were
the
horses?"
little maid outfit or the nurse outfit thing going on, but dress up like a horse, no.
Oh, that's played out. Maids and teachers, that's played out.
No, they were, and it was like a whole community. They were dressed up as horses.
Horses, yep.
They would get the long ponytails. You would see the girls. Their little chests would be out, but their little butt. You know how back in the day the Playboy bunny with the cottontail, they would have like a horse tail, and they were just.
Or they'll be dressed up like the ones at the horse races, the dudes that ride the horses at the horse races, the jockeys. They'll be dressed up as a jockey and with their little leash and carrying walking the dude through the fucking house, like, and he's on his knees and
it was something to watch. It was interesting.
Did you have snacks with this 2-hour event? I want to know.
Oh,
I was sitting there, like I said, I was interested because I was all like,
bust out some ding dongs or something.
I was just saying because I was all like, you can't be serious.
Too.
right with the cream in the middle.
I was like, they really can't be serious, but they were
very serious. I'm proud of my foot fetish.
It was something to be. I was like, okay, wow, learn something new every day.
And they pay money. That's the thing. These dudes pay money to dress up as horses.
I was all like,
I
do I need to be a horse?
I don't think I got a fetish.
I think every man has a fetish, but some probably got more. Like, you may just have a vagina fetish. You have to have a certain type of vagina. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's but some men actually.
I like titties.
Yeah, some men are titty men.
I like titties.
Some men are ass men.
You know, Porky things. I like titties. That's my brother George.
The fuck, man?
Remember that cartoon, bro? Oh my goodness. Okay, that's my brother George.
Y'all stupid.
He likes titties.
He likes titties. But I grew up with him, Connie. So I mean, woo, yes.
The hell did
It's
you?
okay. It's all good.
Chewy is
Back
crazy.
listening to y'all laughing.
Oh
Wow.
my goodness. But yes, it all started from a freaking foot fetish.
I'm sorry, I saw that when it. I wish I would have put the picture up on the little I kind of when we do the podcast, we can put the picture up. I should have put it because it was a movie where the chick and nobody noticed this. You seen the picture? The dude kissing all on her and they got the foot circled at the bottom and it looks like
What
it's
was
all,
wrong with her foot?
You ain't
Looks like
see-
a claw or something.
Dude, the foot, the foot part was straight.
Yeah.
But the toes looked like they took a half left. What is that? Half left.
Okay.
So yeah, and it was her left foot.
Toes made a left turn out.
Yeah.
That
So her
way.
left foot is supposed to go in like this, but that toes going like that. And so
Or maybe she had a rock fall on him or something. Who knows?
all I know is she should have kept on the socks.
But with
That's
the
all.
bunion or something like that, or corn, you can get that fixed.
You can, but think about it. Do you really want to go through all that on the first date?
Not on. Okay, so you would, because I know I would.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Make sure you right?
You would
I'm curious
seriously
now.
stop talking to somebody over something superficial.
I might not even get in the pussy.
Right, I'd be like,
I'm
bruh,
sorry. I am that superficial.
I would be that turned off.
Yeah.
I
And I'm gonna
would.
tell you like this: the men who say, "Man, pussy is pussy,"
No,
don't get
it's
much
not.
pussy. They don't, cause not pussy. Pussy ain't just pussy. There's good pussy, and then there's this black hole that these girls say that they that is pussy.
I
but
just want to smell the roses.
Oh, it's a black hole, all right. It's going to eat you up.
I'm trying to tell you. Oh man, this is what.
Yeah, but that's a natural aphrodisiac.
Exactly.
Right.
Oh
Okay.
yes. What do they call it?
Yeah.
Pheromones.
Pheromones.
Let me get the pheromones.
Let me get them pheromones.
Be like, why are you in my drawer? I'm just looking for
Right.
your rose. I know you got one in here. I can smell it.
I can't even say pheromones, but I'm gonna smell that
Right.
See, so that's your fetish. Everybody has like a little fetish, or
everybody
they
does.
have
I'm not gonna
little
say it's a
quirks or
fetish.
something that
For me,
they
it's
like.
natural.
Well, yeah, it's well, fetishes come naturally to people. Like me and feet, I didn't know I like feet until I accidentally ended up with a foot in my mouth. Like she was like, "Hey, you gonna suck my toes?"
Accidentally.
I don't know about. Oh, why not? Why not? Shit, it's a toe.
See, y'all have been like, wait, what?
Yeah, it was freaky at first, but I mean, let's try it. You ain't asking to play with my ass.
He can do it all he wants.
Hey,
Just as long as you don't want the favor returned. Because I'm not finna.
one day,
Oh, you just gonna
one day, watch.
Because I'm not finna. I'm not finna just willingly and knowingly.
I'm gonna go get a manicure or two, pedicure. I'm gonna get a pedicure or two. Yeah.
Trying to carry on.
Dude, you about to take my tonsils out. I don't know.
Hey, if I ever get my feet did, I want that stuff they put on the toenails or glow in the dark.
Oh wow.
Man, that's gotta be funny in the bedroom.
Yes.
Wow.
The glow in the dark nail polish. They have that.
Get the black lights in the bedroom.
Right. Ooh.
Oh, yeah, it's freak nasty.
Yes.
Do they do that over there when you be over there?
Yes,
When you be
I
taking me
never
over
even
there?
thought
You
about
ain't never
that.
thinking about
What's
you
that?
gotta do
He
that?
said that
The glow in the dark toenail nut polish.
nasty thug.
What about it?
That.
Yeah, he was asking like, do they? He was saying if he ever got his toenail done, he gonna have to get them glowing up. I didn't know they did that.
Yeah.
I didn't know they did that. I got to do it now.
Get that glow in the dark. Game change right there.
Hey, you always know where I'm at. You won't be coming shit on me anymore. You gotta see my toes from goddamn around the corner.
Gotta put black lights in the bathroom now.
Right.
That's a whole nother level right there.
You weren't looking for the toes? You can see the toes.
The whole thing glowing in here. Oh, man.
You ain't even got to turn the light off.
You
Right, exactly.
Sure don't.
Oh man, y'all, this has been a wonderful show, y'all. This is it. This has been hilarious. I ain't even had the chance to even go on break to even play the little commercials.
Right. We just went straight through.
But man, look, hey, it was wonderful having you all on. I want to give y'all two a chance. You know what I'm saying? I know. What Connie knows how we do this. Well, all I guess and give you a chance to either do a shout out to anybody, or if you got a business or anything like that, or something you want to promote. Children got a business, something that they want to promote. You want to give a chance to shout it out. This is your chance. I will let Connie go first because she already knows the road that way. Chewy can see what we do. Connie, you want to give a shout out or tell people where they can find you at?
Yeah, I'm on XO Radio. Same with Spreaker.com. It's the only one on there that has the lips, and yes, they are mine.
Yep.
Big love to my brother that we do radio together a lot, and my sister Erica, and all the new people that I meet as well. And much love to everybody, and just be safe.
Alrighty. Chewy, anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Shout out to all the headbangers out there.
That's what's up. Especially Iron Maiden and Eddie. Long live Eddie.
Up the irons.
Yes.
Already. You already know what that. Hey, we're going to have a show where y'all get on and y'all just, know what I'm saying, talk y'all talk. You know what I'm saying?
I'm ready.
Let y'all talk talk.
Let's do it.
Connie, what you know? I'm going to let y'all talk about that for a second. Because I don't know nothing about that. Like, is that like heavy metal, heavy rock?
Yeah,
It's heavy metal. Connie, what you know about heavy metal?
I listened to some when I was younger. You know.
Connie, you do have pretty lips.
Yeah. He brought you up.
Yeah.
I told him you had pretty lips.
I was like, oh, damn.
And that's what, all of a sudden we're talking about, heavy metal. It's like, oh, you got pretty lips.
Right.
I'm easily distracted.
Especially by some pretty lips.
Yeah, I have a lot of people that ask me that. Are those yours? I was like, yeah, really, they are.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh, I've even had people ask me if they could buy them.
What?
Wow.
A picture of them.
Oh. Right.
Okay.
You know it's 2022. You had to finish that statement.
Yeah.
Like, well, you going to get some transplant lips?
I was like, no, I just hear the visual, and I don't even know you like that, so now you can't.
Right.
I don't put my lips everywhere. There you go. That's that statement.
There you go.
If you want to buy somebody lips, man, just go ahead and go to California and hit the host roll.
Yeah, but mine are natural.
Right.
There you go.
I used to listen to Metallica.
Yes.
God, I can't think of some of the group's names. I used to really be into all different kinds of music. Well, somewhat all kinds of music. I'm thinking Metallica, Kiss.
Yes.
What is this other group? Man, I just love them to death. I can't think of the daggum names, but I know what they look like. Isn't that pitiful?
Well, I mean,
I was gonna
back
ask
in the
about
day, at a certain point, I know, like for me and Chewy, I mean, I'm not gonna say that that's all that was out there, but
Yeah,
during the 80s and stuff, that's
70s.
pretty much that was out there.
Yeah.
70s was disco,
Well,
everybody
no,
was there.
Not really, because I grew up with blues, jazz, and R&B, so that's always been my love. So Motown, disco, and all that. But I got into the heavy metals for a while as well. And, just a mixture of different kinds of stuff, before rap and hip hop came out.
And see, and where we grew up, it was the heavy metal scene. You
Right.
had, of course, like the rockers, Bon Jovi,
Bon Jovi,
Aerosmith, Guns N' Roses, Metallica, Iron Maiden, Rat, Poison.
Yeah.
Need I go on? You know
Are
what
those
I'm
two
saying?
different groups?
Yes.
Rat and Poison?
Yes, they're all two different
Did
groups.
they ever play together?
Actually, they have.
Actually, they did. Yeah.
They should have did that on numerous occasions.
They've actually gone on tour
I
together.
grew up, it
The Rat
depends
Poison
on
tour.
the people you hung out with, what kind of music you listened to.
Okay.
See, it was very segregated.
Yes.
You knew these people because you could tell by how they were, how they looked, how everything. They're heavy metal. You could look at this group of people. Okay, they're R&B, laid back, bluesy people, right? That's how they were where I came from, and that's still pretty much how they are today.
Yeah, you come across those few individuals where you don't really know as far as like their musical, I guess their favorite musical genres, because you've got people who like dress preppy.
Yeah.
Back when we were growing up, and they were some of the biggest like potheads and headbangers that I knew. But yet they also listened to like Susie and the Banshees, The Smiths, New Order, Bronski Beat, and some of those electropop bands. So
what about like Foo Fighters? I know they just lost one of their drummers. A very famous drummer. It was the Foo Fighters.
Taylor Hawkins.
Yeah. Like, would they be considered heavy metal, or what genre would they be?
I think there would be more rock.
Rock, just rock.
I think so too. Yeah.
Because I ain't gonna lie, when I was growing up, the only time I heard a rock song is when I watched the movie, and I always thought they made that song for the movie. I never knew that they had rock albums, rock soundtracks, heavy metal soundtracks. I never knew that these groups were actually like rap groups. I thought the only genre out there was rap. I ain't gonna lie, because that was I was raised in Atlanta, and in Atlanta they have all types of shows coming because it is multicultural, but it's predominantly black.
Yeah.
Right.
So even the other cultures listen to rap. So you were
I listened to funk too,
Yeah, funk and reggae. And reggae was big. Was very, very big.
Well, that's really how I started. My station was with reggae. You already know that.
Yeah, and she the one that inspired me to start Reggae Hour.
Sunday nights.
Yeah, actually, that was supposed to be on Wednesday nights. Now it's just whenever I can book artists, because the way that they got the platform set up. This is a disclaimer for all the listeners out there. The way they got the platform set up now, we can't just play music anymore.
Right.
Because they did and I was the culprit. I signed. You remember that when they was passing out that petition with ASCAP and BMI saying that we signed this against the Congress and they'll be able to start counting streams into royalties so that the artists could get paid. And I signed up to be a radio station with ASCAP. So I would, if I turn in my, I think it's called a repertoire, right?
Right.
I turn in my repertoire. My repertoire says what songs and artists I've played, and I have to pay them according to that. Well, my host, the host that hosts our podcast, don't accept that.
Huh.
Yeah, I had to look that up. They don't accept that. They emailed me saying it was too much trouble. Pretty much, this is what the email. It didn't say that word for word, but you could tell they were saying it was too much trouble to be able to try to count streams. So they decided just to not go through with it, and that if I want, I could go with another stream hosting service. I'm like, I already paid you motherfuckers for the year.
Yeah.
Radio gets a little more complicated than what people think.
Right.
It's not just, there's a difference, and I'm not dissing Facebook or people that use it that way, but there's people that do video and are act like their station or whatever, but they're really not a station.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And because they're doing it on a social media platform where we actually have to upload and do this and do that and do all kinds of extra stuff, but whatever. But yeah, it gets a little more complicated. I really haven't, as Eric knows, and that I haven't really pushed my station in a while because it's starting to get a little too technical.
Right.
It used to be fun. And
like this,
with Three Bad Biages and a Pit Bull, when I came up and designed that talk show, and then it just, the reason that I don't do that show anymore is because I can't find too many people that have an IQ over 75.
Right. That's why we have the What Would You Do podcast. You don't have to have an IQ.
Right.
Not calling nobody here stupid, just saying.
I fit right in.
Because I even put a thing out there one time about wanting some of the Biages, because I'm the pit bull on the show. And, I would live interview them on phone, and they couldn't beat themselves out of a box that had been in a flood for 40 years.
Wow.
I mean, they're just mentally like, what? I'm like, you don't even have a personality. and you don't understand certain words that us as a group get, so they didn't really even have a diction or anything. And it was like, I can't have you on this kind of show if you don't understand what people are saying.
Right.
Yep. And I used to have I still have my Revolutionary Hour show, but I was part of this conscious, I know you can't see me, Connie, or the listeners, I'm putting up my air quotes, quote unquote, conscience community coming on to talk to me about, saying things that's going on in the world. I try to stick on current events, and they want to go into conspiracy theories. Yeah. Which, don't get me wrong, I love I love listening to a good conspiracy theory, because I like to find out if there's actually some truth to it or not. I don't just diss them. Yeah. But on the show like that, I want to be a credible source. So I have to check them on it. I'm like, hey, but that's cool. But what we're talking about right now is this. And then when the show is over, I go like, hey, man, I know you want to get that information out, but I'm giving you a way to get people to come to your platform so that you can put that information out on your platform. Yeah. People just don't want, and then they come up with the craziest ones. The crazy. My favorite one, I was having this, it was right before I went to jail in Louisiana. Yeah, Connie, you remember when I went to jail in Louisiana?
I remember that vacation you were on.
Yeah, they tried to hide me in there. Like I was in there for 89 days. Nobody knew where I was, and when they found out where I was, people would call and they would say I wasn't in there. Straight up, like that.
I knew you were there.
Yeah, exactly. Connie knew I was. Connie, that's because you see me on Facebook. Like, somebody snuck up, had a phone in there. I took a picture and like, hey, I'm in this motherfucker. Yeah. Don't let them tell you no lies. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But
you called me from there.
And from there, yeah, exactly. And then they tried to tell her I wasn't in there.
Yeah. Well, I got that straight with her. I didn't have no problems with that, Right,
because that's her field as well. She's into that also. Mm. She's a sheriff deputy, and she worked in a jail over there. Oh, okay. So she knows how to work the system. Whereas everybody else that would call, nothing.
Didn't have a clue.
Nothing. The DA didn't even know. They didn't even have a case number on me.
What?
Yeah, I was just in there for 89 days. Wow. So I'm like, I want to talk about this, but yet I can't talk about this and actually be able to, say, keep some credibility to it, because if I'm saying that they're trying to hide me, that's a conspiracy in itself. Even though I know for a fact they tried to hide me, people are going to be like, oh, they weren't trying to hide you. They just didn't want to talk to these people. You probably had people calling up and giving them a hard time. Yeah, that's my right. They can't lie to these people, and they lied to these people. And people won't, and a lot of people will not see that. They only see the fact that there's people, especially when they hear about Moors. I'm not one of those paper pushing Moors. There's paper pushing Moors out there that would just bombard the court system with paperwork in order to get out of stuff. Yeah. I'm not one of them. So when they find out, when they say my nationality is Moorish, like Irish, Scottish, British, Moorish, you know what I'm saying? They'll think I'm one of those paper pushing Moors, and they're like, you was probably in there writing all kinds of letters and pissing them off. Even if I was, they are not allowed to tell people I'm not in there. I'm supposed to have a case number. I'm supposed to have a docket number. I'm supposed to have a court date. I'm supposed to have a public defender. I had none of that.
Wow. None of that. Pre-trial.
No pre-trial.
Interviews. Yeah, pre-trial, and then it goes, they set your bond, and then you have to go to your hearing, and blah, blah, blah. And it's a domino effect. You had none of that.
Exactly.
Weird.
89 days of just sitting in one spot without knowing anything. Thought I was dead. I thought I was going to die now. But yet, people will see that as a conspiracy. So I try not to bring that up a lot. Yeah. And it's these people out here, if I tell somebody who believes me, they think it's a conspiracy too. They're like, it's a conspiracy. It's because it's what you know. It may be because of what I know, but I can't prove that.
Yeah. So you do this every Monday night?
We actually do it on Sunday nights. Sunday nights we did it. We didn't do it last night because somebody had to take a sleep study.
Okay.
Whatever.
We had to make that happen. She still didn't sleep.
Is that 4-hour power nap you was telling me about? Is that what we call it now? Sleep study?
No, this one was actually a real sleep study.
Sure, that's a new name for it.
Yeah, that's the new name. I was like, that's code for 4-hour power nap.
Right?
No, this time it was an actual sleep.
Yeah, she had the little thing.
I had my little. He was crying. He looked at me, and I was like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm actually going to have to see you like this in the hospital one day. Bro, I know I'm a little bit older than you. I like the change. Already? I was like, but that's so sweet. I was like, oh, you know how you feel somebody just staring at you?
Yeah.
So I looked over in the bed. I was like, bro, what? I had my little nasal cannula in. I had my little, the little battery pack that's clipped on your shirt, and then the little belly thing. He was all like, I'm just looking at it. He's all kissing my forehead. I was all like, oh, that's sweet. What's wrong?
I gotta play the role, right?
He was all like, because.
What do you want?
Yeah, exactly.
He wants them toes. That's what
Right, damn it.
Talking about some.
She got them big ass heavy socks on
One day
and
you gonna
shit.
be in there. Girl, I had the big fluffy socks on. I was trying to get comfortable. Yes, with the fur on them. I'm getting comfortable.
It's the middle of summer and she got these big ass
I was
guys.
gonna say, it's hot, right?
I was comfortable.
And then she takes them off. I don't even want to put that. I don't want to put that sweaty shit on my mouth.
No.
I was gonna say, that's why your feet's all jacked up right there.
These felt good. These feel good on my feet.
Connie, she putting on snow boots.
Already, Connie, we hear you.
Snow boots.
They're not snow boots.
Girl, it's 80 degrees outside. She putting on snow boots. Talking about it's cold. No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
I'm gonna send you a picture.
I got PT in the morning, so I gotta, set my alarm on it. I'm on a different time zone.
Oh, yeah.
It's been over an hour anyway. We're about to get up out of here.
Yeah.
We would just want to thank
It's
you
been
all.
great.
It's been real.
Hey, it's a pleasure to meet with you and chat with you. Enjoyed it.
Oh, same here.
Hopefully
Yeah,
we'll get you guys on
again.
again.
Yeah, definitely, because this was a good one tonight. Already, everybody.
All right. Love you, Connie. Have a good night.
Much love to you. All right. Bye, sweetie.
All right.
All right, have a good night. All right, everybody, you already heard it here first on What Would You Do, episode 9, Foot Fetish. Would you kick them out the bed if they got them cones on their feet? Y'all hit us up on that chat. Hit us up in the comments on Boss's Retreat on Facebook. You can also find us at BOSS Podcast on Facebook. Also find us on Instagram at Southside Boss Connection. Make sure y'all go ahead and hit us up. Follow us, like us, subscribe to us on your favorite streaming service. Also share it, share it to your family and friends. They want to crack up just like you just got through cracking up. And man, don't be talking about how I like to lick toes either, man. So what? Already, everybody, this is your boy. You already know what this is.
BOSS Radio. BOSS Radio. BOSS Radio.
Hey, my friends, this here is Captain Con with a different kind of cool running. I can't get back to the mainland, cause I'm stuck on this island. No worries, man.
Rising up in the morning, sun shining down on me. Loving arms surrounding me like the smell of the stars you see. Rasta upon the radio, walk the top and I'm waiting slow. Oh, 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 oh. I ring ground by lineman, may God weigh my thing. He know be having me, singing so sweetly. Darling, your loving feels so good to me. Like a cool Caribbean breeze, darling. Your loving feels so good to me. Like a cool Caribbean breeze. Omega Jah rising, sun setting to the sea. He carrying me down to the Jamaica beach. Dread man, them here playing, singing the steel pan blues. He take me by my hand, twist me round on the sand. Oh, feel like me dancing in heaven, stars all around. He hold me so tight, two heartbeat the same time. Darling, your loving feels so good to me. Like a cool Caribbean breeze, darling. Your loving feels so good to me. Like a cool Caribbean breeze. Rising up in the morning, sun shining down on me. Loving arms surrounding me like the smell of the salt you see. Rasta up on the radio, walk the top and I'm winding slow. Oh, 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 oh.
Skin and hair care makes the perfect gifts.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, especially when it comes in all natural forms for Southside Beauty Care. Our gift boxes include natural and raw black soap from Africa, hair and beard oil that will make your hair strong and shiny, beard balm with essential oils such as cedarwood, hoe wood, and more to style that manscape on your face.
I could use that.
Our signature skincare cream designed to quench your skin's thirst and make it shine like Bruce Leroy in The Last Dragon.
Did you just show your age?
Get your box today at SouthsideBeautyCare.com.